Hi, this is Donna. Welcome to DD Paper Crafts. In today's video, we're going to be making this quick and easy gift bag, which is 6 inches by 6 inches by 2 inches wide. And I will go through in the video how you can deconstruct these to make this bigger. It's a great gift bag just for those last minute gifts. For this bag, you can have it so it has this shaped profile on the outside. Alternatively, push the sides and the sides fit in like so. So you can determine which look you want. The scoring will be exactly the same. I've made this out of 230 GSM, so it's more than adequate for lightweight gifts. I've added a very simple decoration, as you can see, but you could of course make this out of a base cardstock and then mat and layer the front and the back. The lid is optional, and you of course can shape the lid as you so choose. So without further ado, let's put the bag together. You'll start with 2 sheets of A4 or US letter by 8 inches. Along the 8 1/4, 8 1/2 inch side, score at 1/2 inch, 2 1/2 inches. Rotate, the score lines are at the bottom, and score at 6 inches. Take your stylus and ruler, and within this section here, which is going to be the side panel, we're going to score from the top of the score line down to the bottom right hand corner, and the top of the score line here down to the bottom left hand corner, and we're going to create a cross in this section. So there's our cross. Put the piece back into the scoreboard, and at 1 1/2 inches we're going to score down to the centre point of the cross. So we've got our cross here, our score line, which stops at the centre point. Fold and burnish, including the diagonals. Fold the diagonals as a mounting fold, and the straight score line will be a valley fold. So you'll do that twice to give you the front and back of your bag. Take your scissors, we've got the 2-inch section in front of us, and we're going to cut up the first vertical to the horizontal and move along to the second score line. Rotate and remove this thin rectangle. And take a wedge from the small base tab at the bottom. And take a wedge from the side glue tab. You'll do that twice, and that is effectively the components of the bag. You don't necessarily need to add the flap on. Once you've scored and cut the 2 pieces, we're going to add glue to the side glue tabs and add the 2 pieces together. And you can see that by adding to the glue tab to the side panel rather than the front panel, we don't then have to worry about the glue tabs running into the faceted side. Flip the piece over, add glue to the second glue tab, and join the piece up. You can deconstruct all of the sides of these, so if you wanted to make a bigger bag, this one will end up 6 by 6. And if you use a heavier weight DSP, you don't necessarily need to add any decoration onto this. So your bag could come together very quickly. So this is our bag. Decide which side you want to have as the front, and I'm going to fold the base flap for that side away. Fold the side glue tabs in of the base and start to add the base together. So that's our base, and then you can go in and just burnish down the base tabs and spread the glue around. Now you could obviously at this stage just add some holes into that, add some ribbon, and that's your bag made. You don't need to do anything additional to that. You could also of course add some handles, or I'm going to add a flap lid. For the flap you'll need a piece which is the width of the bag, which in my case is 5 3/4 inches, and you can make the flap as long as you wish. Mine's 4 inches. Regardless of the length, score at 1/2 inch to create your glue tab. Fold and burnish and take a wedge from the ends, and I'm going to add that to the back of the inside of the bag like so. You could, of course, change up the shape of the flap. Your opportunities with this bag are endless. If you wanted a slightly different look, don't cut the wedge from the ends and sit the hinge on the outside of the bag so it would sit like so. You can change up the height, the width and the depth of the side panels. I would add my glue tabs to the side panels if you want to deconstruct it. So say for instance, if you wanted a 4-inch deep bag, I would add my glue tabs onto the side panels and cut them to 5 inches and score at 1/2 and 4.5. Do that both sides, and then the glue tabs will run into the flat front and back panel rather than running into the sides where the score lines are. I'm just going to add in my hinge, and then this little gift bag is finished. I've added the lid and a simple snowflake decoration to the front, and the quick and easy gift bag has come together in less than 10 minutes. And it's a good size for those last minute gifts. So there we have today's project. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. And until next time, thanks for watching.